Where are they now? The best college football recruits of all time from every state, starting with Oregon. And first up at number 10 is Talanoa Hufanga, coming out of Corvallis, Oregon, who committed to play for USC. And he was truly dominant in his 3 years of college football with the USC Trojans, racking up over 200 career tackles as he won the Pat Tillman Defensive Player of the Year and was a consensus All-American. And that allowed him to be picked in the 5th round of the 2021 NFL Draft with the San Francisco 49ers, where he was great through his first 4 years, making a Pro Bowl and being a first-team All-Pro before recently signing with the Denver Broncos, where he's off to a solid start this season. And coming in at 9 is Curtis White, coming out of Eugene, Oregon, who committed to play for the Oregon Ducks. And he joined the Ducks in 2010, where he sadly didn't play, and then in 2011, he suffered a season-ending injury in preseason. So after that, he sadly never recorded a single statistic in college football and is now currently a counselor. And at number 8 is Marlon Tuipulotu, coming out of Independence, Oregon, who committed to play for USC. And he was a great player in his 4 years with the Trojans, being named a first-team All-Pac-12 selection and was going to be picked in the 6th round of the 2021 NFL Draft with the Philadelphia Eagles. And in the NFL, he's never been an amazing player, but is pretty solid and is currently playing for the Chiefs. And coming in at 7 is Kellen Clemens, coming out of Burns, Oregon, who committed to play for the Oregon Ducks. And he was Oregon's starting quarterback for 2 years and was a pretty solid player for the Ducks, going on to be picked in the 2nd round of the 2006 NFL Draft. And after that, he was really only ever a backup quarterback in the NFL, but was a complete journeyman, bouncing around many different teams and last playing in 2017. And at number 6 is Ndamukong Suh, coming out of Portland, Oregon, who committed to play for Nebraska. And in his 5 years with the Cornhuskers, he improved every year, breaking out in 2009 with 82 tackles and 12 sacks, as he should have won the Heisman Trophy, but instead still won the Outland Trophy, the Lombardi Award, and was the AP College Football Player of the Year. And that allowed him to be picked 2nd overall in the 2010 NFL Draft with the Detroit Lions, where he was truly great in the NFL for 13 seasons. As Ndamukong Suh was actually a 3-time first-team All-Pro and made 5 Pro Bowls, sadly retiring from the NFL in 2025. Cracking into the top 5 then was Ethan Johnson, coming out of Portland, Oregon, who committed to play for Notre Dame. And he was a good player in his 4 years at Notre Dame, but was just kind of underwhelming, going undrafted and never playing in the NFL. And he was sadly last reported missing. And coming in at 4 is Derek Anderson, coming out of Scappoose, Oregon, who committed to play for Oregon State. And he only started 1 season for the Beavers in 2004, but was great, going on to be picked in the 6th round of the 2005 NFL Draft by the Baltimore Ravens. And after that, he was also only ever really a backup in the NFL, but actually did make a Pro Bowl, being a career journeyman and last playing in 2018. Cracking into the top 3 then was Isaac Seumalo, coming out of Corvallis, Oregon, who committed to play for Oregon State. And in his 4 seasons with the Beavers, he was great, being named a freshman All-American and a 2nd-team All-Pac-12 selection. And that allowed him to be picked in the 3rd round of the 2016 NFL Draft with the Philadelphia Eagles, where he won a Super Bowl and a Pro Bowl and is now currently playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And coming in at 2 is Thomas Tyner, coming in at Beaverton, Oregon, who committed to play for the Oregon Ducks. And he was a good running back in his first 2 years with the Ducks before suffering a shoulder injury